So I literally just woke up. It's 4:45 a.m. and I don't feel like this shit. Okay, so I'm already 5 minutes late. I'm gonna eat a bunch of these raw, completely clean, zero seed oils, no bullshit bars that have like 20 grams of carbs each, so that's gonna be perfect for the workout. And yeah, bro, let's fucking get it. I gotta run because I'm late. So let's go, boys. I'll take you with me. Closing her up. Boom, there we go. Check it out. No hands. And we're just gonna be eating those bars on the bike on the way there because I'm fucking late, bro. So, oh shit, we gotta run. It's a cold Monday morning. Guess who's out here? Nobody. Because while everyone's in their bed, sleeping, dreading that it's a Monday, hating it's a Monday, I'm fucking loving it. I'm loving it, bro. It's straight growth. My hands are cold as shit. But I'm loving it, bro. I'm looking forward to this shit. This is gonna be a good workout. It's good.
Fight for it. Caress it. Give birth to it. With that comes
Apologies for the three. But this is what happens.
it continues tomorrow.
Come on.
For once in your life, have some ownership, some credibility behind your actions and your words. Mean what you say, do what you say.
Yep.
Follow through for something for one time in your life. One time, follow through what you said.
What do you do? You've got to be a little bit gone to it. Not all there.
285 or something. Unbreakable, baby.
Not a lot of people can understand that. That's why I don't know about nothing else. I do not pay attention to nothing else. There was games of football on yesterday, there was rugby, there was this, there was that. And like normal society is like, let's talk about this and let's engage in this. And I can't do it. I just don't, people are talking to me and in my head I'm counting something. I'm counting up a number or I'm knee deep in a sequence on the mat or on the feet. That's my life, sequences and numbers, nothing else. I cannot pay attention to nothing else.
Name one other fucking content creator that can hit a fucking cartwheel look like this. Oh yeah. Huh? This is years. We used to dream of this shit, bro. Visualizing it. Now we're repping it for fucking reps. Easy. We used to fucking dream about this shit, bro. Check it out. Check it out. We used to sit on the fucking couch and rot away and want to be able to work hard, want to be able to look like this. But guess what? After years of doing it, years of trying, we made it happen.
It's the only way for the bullshit here in life. Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they hit failure, they get knocked on the ass. But finally, personal fortitude to stand back up again, face that same challenge, learning from the previous mistakes, and make it happen. Winners fail a million times. What makes them a winner is that they believe in it, are headstrong. Nothing's gonna stop them. Spectators have tried it and failed it, and remain sitting down. They don't get up anymore because they don't believe it enough. The naysayers' disbelief overrides their ability, potential, and mental capacity that they can be more than that. That being said, headstrong. You come in here headstrong for this workout. It's gonna take everything. This is madness. This is a super fucking psycho workout.
Okay, I don't think this mic is working right now, but well, let's turn it off, I guess. So, we got the breakfast, just chopping it up with 4 eggs. Gonna be making a yogurt bowl as well. Those of you guys have been watching the channel for a long time, you guys know the Noah Classic breakfast is always gonna be eggs on toast, and then a yogurt bowl, like a bunch of dark chocolate and a bunch of fruit in there. I think the biggest thing that if you wanna start eating better, and the biggest mistake people make with diet, bro, is you just overcomplicate the hell out of it. Stop fucking thinking, bro, because this is what it comes down to. And I use this analogy on Instagram quite often. If you when people have a dog that's overweight, that's out of shape, right? What do? They give them probably better quality food, for one. They should always do that. Number two, give them less food. And number three, make them move more, go on more walks. But then people go to, look at themselves, shit, I'm out of shape, overweight and all these things. What am I supposed to do? And all of a sudden their minds go blank. Oh, I don't know, I don't know, this is too complicated. Oh, I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Bro, same shit, same exact shit. Go on more walks and eat less and better quality food. We got some salmon here as well, just snacking on this. Bro, like literally, it honestly is not complicated. None of my clients check their calories. I don't check my calories. What you gotta start doing, one of my biggest advice, which I broke down in the full guide, obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I made like a 60-minute or like a 70-minute full guide on the core 4, which is your physique, nutrition, habits, and mindset. I highly recommend you check that out if you haven't already. But the biggest thing, bro, start focusing on ingredients over numbers. So many people over-obsess over numbers, and it's the reason that you can't stay consistent with your diet, because it's such a mountain to look at. Tracking your calories every single day, being super specific with every single moment of the hour, of every single day and week that passes by. It just sucks, right? No one likes to track their calories. No, I'm not saying that doesn't work. I tracked my calories for so long. At some point I had a 300-day streak, right, with tracking calories. And sure, it worked, but it sucked, right? It sucked. And besides, people always cope. When it comes down to tracking calories, people always think, all right, whatever, if it fits in my calories, then I'll eat it, right? But then you'll end up, you're totally fine eating ice cream and pizza if that's the only thing that you eat. It not fits in your calories, right? So I think it's also a bit of a cope where, bro, just focus on clean eating. That way you'll be less bloated, you'll have better energy, you'll lose weight, and you'll look so much better and feel so much better, right? It's so much easier as well. What I have my clients do, what I do myself, and I really focus on this, and this is how you can start making more progress this week, or this month, or this year, or whatever, is literally focus on clean eating. And specifically also timing your carbs. First off, cut out 50% of the carbs that you usually eat. Carbs are bullshit because, okay, let me explain, let me elaborate. Like half of your calories every single day are, because of the carbs that you eat. But you don't work out enough. You don't run marathons or anything. Like, you don't need all those carbs that you're eating. But they make up about half your calorie intake. So imagine you cut out 30% of your carbs. And I'm not talking about tracking this shit. I'm talking about literally have your chicken and rice or have your pasta with whatever and just reduce the amount of carbs. Have, instead of 4 pieces of toast, have 2. You know what I mean? Like, just don't even overthink it. Just cut out a portion of the carbs that you eat every single day. And then make sure that the biggest carb meal is right before your workout, because that way you actually use the carbs that you eat. Most people eat carbs and think, oh yeah, I need the carbs, bro. You need carbs to function, but you're not even fucking using them. So there's no point. There's no point, right? You're just wasting away. They're just being turned into fat. Excess calories that are just not being used, right? You could be reducing the amount of carbs all throughout the day. Like, I went through periods where I just didn't have any toast with this. I just had the eggs and it was great, right? But now I'm not focusing on getting leaner. I'm focusing on building more muscle, and so I do need to eat more calories. So guess what I do? I eat more carbs, because then that way I get more calories. That's the way, you know what I mean? That's the way I do it. That's the way I run it. And that's how my client makes shit ton of progress. More than you've seen most of these other coaches, clients make progress while they focus on tracking calories and hitting the workouts, which just doesn't sound like a great life to me. What I really focus on is the core 4, bro. It's the core 4. Physique, nutrition, habits, and mindset. If you don't got those 4 things down, first of all, it works as a system, right? The reason that you're not consistent, let me tell you, the reason that you're not consistent with your training and your diet is because you lack the habits and mindset. It's because you don't have a foundational base. It's because you're trying to do this hard thing, or this complex thing. It's not complex, but this hard thing, this level 10 habit, which is working out hard consistently, while at the same time, you can't even do a simple morning routine. While at the same time, you can't even figure out how to stop snoozing. So when you start following a morning routine, which is the habit module, or the habit pillar, the 10MR and the 10NR, the 10X morning routine, 10X night routine, watch the full breakdown, by the way. When you start doing that, you start stacking mini wins every single day. You start getting better every single day. You get used to doing these micro things, which you kind of don't feel like in the moment. Because I don't always feel like doing my morning journal or my nightly journal or my morning push-ups or the meditation at night, but I still do it because it's really easy. It's low friction, but it gets me building more momentum. with just the right things. I end the day off doing these last, habitual habits, this night routine, and then I end off the day with not only having the right habits set in place, but also these habits obviously level you up as well, right? Journaling makes you more mindful, makes you more present. Meditation, same thing. And the journaling gives me better reflection ability as well. It gives me more motivation, more drive. I actually know what's going on in my head, and it improves my sleep at the same time, right? So that's super important. You gotta start doing better habits, because once you lock in a morning routine and a night routine, every single day, all of a sudden you'll see that translates into your ability to stay consistent in the gym and your diet. It makes so much sense. So I don't know why so many people are so focused on trying to go to the gym all the time when you can't, because you think you lack the discipline, but you just lack the momentum, right? Obviously, there could be a discipline factor. You could really rough it out and go to the gym anyway and just find a way to kind of mentally push yourself. But if you want to make sure that you actually do your shit and you want to make sure to increase that challenge as much as you can, it's just systems, bro. It's systems, bro. It's methods. You got to do more the mindset and the habits. Watch the full guide I made, literally. For habits, the biggest thing, for mindset, the biggest thing that people lack, it's the reason that you're not consistent, it's the reason that you're not feeling good, the reason that you're not mentally thriving every single day, is because you're focused on, I want abs, I want this, I want that, I want bigger muscles, I want a 225 bench, right? Well, in reality, you gotta focus on who gets abs, who gets that 225 bench, who eats clean. That's the mindset part. That's the mindset pillar. Instead of focusing on the outcomes, focus on the daily process, because guess what? That way you can be winning every single day. If you hit 5 gym sessions, you probably look pretty similar to what you look like when you hit 0, right? When you hit that first session. But what did happen was you're the guy that works out now. You worked out 5 times. That's a win. That means you're at the goal, or you're living the goal every single day. But if you would ignore that and just focus on the abs or focus on the outcomes, then guess what? All of a sudden, 5 workouts, you look in the mirror, you're still not looking good. You're still almost stuck in the same spot. And so in your mind, you're not winning. In your mind, you're still stuck, but you're not stuck, because you've started the chain of action, because you are the guy that deserves the outcome. You're the guy that's already living the outcome. And you'll see, if you focus on that, if you focus on the daily process, bro, all of a sudden results will flow, because you're living it, right? I'll tell you, I did it subconsciously when I first got into the gym. I got so passionate about it. I mean, the moment I started seeing results, and the moments I started working out consistently, and I realized that it pays off, and I realized how good it really feels to just have something I can push myself with, I started focusing on I want to hit more workouts. I love hitting these workouts, and I keep hitting them every single day. And I wasn't too focused on distracted. I wasn't too focused on the outcome. I didn't care. Of course I wanted to look like these Instagram influencers, fitness influencers, but in reality, I was so obsessed over, I want to hit on a gym session. Oh, I want to put an extra 2 pounds on my bench today, right? I was so focused on what am I going to do today, and I lived for it. Literally, everything I thought about was just the gym. Everything I thought about was that. And of course, I'm not expecting you guys to do the same. I was so hyper obsessed where I would wake up and every meal that I would eat would literally only be for the gym. I probably didn't even feel good outside of the gym, but because I was so obsessed over the progress, I was so obsessed over just doing the actions that align every single day, that gave me so much fulfillment. That gave me so much progress and fulfillment and just passion for the process. Because at the end of the day, you can be passionate about anything. You're probably listening to this thinking, bro, but you just were specifically, I just was specifically passionate about the gym. But passion is also created. If you just repeat something often enough, something which you know is good for you, eventually that'll become something that you love doing. Eventually that's something that you can easily just be motivated for and driven for. I don't struggle with going to the gym anymore. What separates you and me? We have the same flesh, same brain, same skull, same skeleton or whatever, same nerves. What separates us? I have more reps. So how do you get more reps in? How do you make sure you get to where I am? You put more reps in. Now, how do you put more reps in? By focusing on what you will do today. Because if you're so worrying about but bro, I've been working out for 2 weeks and I still don't have abs. Brother, you hit 10 workouts, good shit. That's what you gotta focus on. So it's not that you don't have abs, it's that you are now working out consistently. It's that you are now actually taking matter into your own hands. That's what it's about, right? And that's what a lot of people struggle with, and especially because we live in a world now where we're so focused on outcomes. We're so focused on, you see these gym edits, right? You probably see those aesthetic body edits all over Instagram and TikTok, where it's just these absolutely jacked guys like posing, whatever, right? I do the same thing in my videos because it is motivating and it looks sick. And it's also kind of a reward for everyone who already stacked up all those habits and stacked up just pounds of momentum in like so many days to get to this point. Like it's almost kind of like a reward for myself as well, being able to see how my physique looks so good in an edit like that. But anyway, so we're so focused on that outcome, but we forget that these people, me, these other influencers that you see online, we didn't get there by looking at these edits. We didn't get there by focusing strictly on, oh, I want this physique. No, because when you wake up in the morning and that alarm clock goes off really, really early, that edit won't help you. That vision of the abs won't help you. It won't help you. But it's the drive to win the day that'll help you. It's the drive to win today that'll get you off your ass. It's the law of Goya. I don't know if you guys heard about this. I heard this recently on Instagram. Anything that you can do anything. You could do meditation, you could do journaling at the end. You can do all these things, right? But at the end of the day, the law of Goya is the reason that you're still stuck. Get off your ass. The law of getting off your ass. That's it. You're just not getting off your ass enough, bro. You're honestly not. And I see so many people who want this shit, who talk about it, but I don't see you. When I'm in the gym, 5:30 a.m., I don't see you. You know what I mean? We're climbing the mountain, but you're not there. You're standing not even facing the mountain. You're standing here while I'm climbing, right? I'm enjoying the view while I'm climbing. But just like when you climb a mountain, you don't focus on, the top, because if you're too distracted with the top, you'll fall off. You'll trip. You won't be able to climb it up because you're not focused on every single little climb. You know what I mean? I think that's a good analogy, actually. When you climb a mountain, you're not focused on. Of course you want to get to the top, but of course that's a big motivation. You climb up because then you're already envisioning yourself standing on top, being like, yo, this is so sick, but you're not focused on that as you climb. No, you're focused on, okay, where do I put my next hand, or where do I put my feet? Where do I, how do I make myself, how do I actually scale this mountain? This is taking so much longer with the vlog, or with the camera on because he's talking. Usually, obviously, I do this in complete silence. But yeah, I'm gonna just turn the camera off so I can get this done real quick. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Check it out. We got the final result. We got the 4 eggs on toast. We got 85% chocolate, and I'm not gonna lie, I added some 70% as well because the 85 was finished. But we got this yogurt bowl with pineapple, with honey, cinnamon, dark chocolate. We got these 4 eggs on toast. Now, a lot of you guys have seen my wall, but I actually added a new addition to this. And it's this. The no YouTube meals. I always believe in being extremely reflective. It's why my journal is so full. It's why, for years, actually since 2024, I've been doing this. Because you've always got to be able to be honest with yourself, what your flaws are. And even if you're doing good, like myself, I'd say I'm overall obviously pretty self-developed and I've grown a lot over the past couple of years. But I realized one of my flaws, one of the things that was still holding me back from even more growth was watching YouTube while I eat. And I've talked about this in the past, but it doesn't have to be an issue. Like I have a friend, Rafael, my best friend, who really struggles with it where, when he watched YouTube during, meals, he would really fall in this spiral and not be able to get off, and he wouldn't be able to work, would just skip everything that he had planned. For me, that's not the case. And so it's very easy to kind of be like, it's fine, okay, it's like a half bad habit or whatever, but it doesn't have an impact on me. But I realized, and as he's actually fully quitting this, like Rafael's totally quit. He doesn't watch YouTube during meals anymore. And he really developed his ability to just think. His ability to just have thoughts. Because if you're constantly distracted, even while you eat, then there's no moments where you kind of, obviously I meditate and journal, but during the day, I'm constantly doing the next thing and the next thing, this client call, programming new client programs, making YouTube videos, reels, Instagram stories. Like I'm super, super busy, right? And so it's easier when I eat, I want that same kind of stimulation. And because I've been doing that for years, even when I was skinny, even when I was fat, even when, my entire life, I've been every time if I would just make a meal for myself, I'm not having dinner with you know, everyone at the table or whatever downstairs in the kitchen, I would just watch something. I would watch YouTube. I've been doing this for years, like as long as I can remember, right? And so being able to get off of that, there's so much resistance. Even now, there's so much resistance, and I feel that, and I didn't expect it. But the moment that I started, you know, giving counter resistance, the moment that I thought, okay, I'm just gonna stop doing, you know, watching YouTube during my meals, all of a sudden I felt so much resistance. I felt how hard it was and how ingrained this habit really was into my mind. And so you don't notice how hard it actually is to quit something as simple as watching YouTube. But it's so ingrained into your mind, and that now it came to the point where I had to put this on my wall. You guys know that when I write on my wall, this is my self accountability. We got my overall whiteboard, which I haven't been using too much, I'm not gonna lie, but I've obviously still got the 3 daily tasks that I set for myself every single day. But yeah, the no YouTube meals, we got the morning routine and the night routine over there. The boxes keep me accountable. The boxes hold me accountable so much, and it really is self accountability in a way, because when I look at these boxes and I've got it set, like I see no YouTube meals there. If I eat a meal with YouTube, I'll basically just put a red like X. I refuse. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. And so I sit here feeling resistance, feeling shit, like physically, like it's so weird, but physically my body's drawn to it. Like I wanna, like it doesn't matter. And then in the moment, you feel how you start to think how insignificant it is. It doesn't matter. I'll just watch one video. It's 15 minutes, right? It'll be done. Like I don't even struggle, or it doesn't even hold me back. But apparently it does, because the fact that there is so much resistance, the fact that my mind wants me to do this so bad, just gives me more strength to be able to overcome it, or when I've overcome it. And the fact that I feel so much resistance, there are so many micro things which we do, you know, habitually. And, you know, watching YouTube during my meals has been one of those major things. I always did it, always. Years, bro. So it's really hard to be able to quit this, and it's such a small thing. It really is, but that makes it, in a way, almost harder, because in your mind it feels so insignificant. But we got to keep it pushing, right? So that's what we're doing. Monitor is off. So yeah, that's it. This is the meal. Gonna be chopping this up. All right, boys, it's actually the next morning, and I just wanted to end off the video there telling you guys, if you have any personal questions or you need any help, DM me on Instagram. You can always reach out to me and ask me any questions that you might have, personal questions, you know, whatever questions, or you can comment them down below if you want as well. I wanted to end this off by saying, as you guys know, dreams don't work unless you do, so fucking work for it. Let's get it, boys.